Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. This is the pregame. I'm Brett,
I'm Keith.
and man, we're excited. It's been almost a month now, and no, our fault. We've been busy. Keith back to school. I'm back to school, doing my thing. Just time isn't really figured out, but we're getting there. So Keith, how you doing, man?
I've been all right. I've been a little under the weather recently, a little sick. I've been back in the swing with school, so just busy with work and exams. I actually had one earlier today, and I have one on Wednesday, so 2 days from when we're recording this. So
Fair enough, fair enough.
a lot
Dude,
going
I
on
just
right
had one
now.
tonight as well,
Yeah,
and let me tell you, not prepared. First ever college, actual college exam, and I was lucky we were able to use our worksheets, like our homework and stuff. So it wasn't too bad, but took a toll on me. You know what I mean?
yeah. Luckily, I had the same thing with mine. We were allowed to use like any notes we had, so they kind of saved me. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah, for real. There was some stuff I was like, dang. I'm like, I remember, but then I looked at, it, I'm like, without looking at the homework, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So
yeah,
yeah, it saved me.
that's how it is most of the time, honestly. Like, oh, I saw this once before, and I
Yeah,
don't remember how to do it quite exactly, but maybe if I had
for
my
real. Because when you do it like 2 months ago,
yeah
and they're like, all right, time to do it. And then if you go over in class, it's probably like 5 minutes. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
See, mine was like my exam today was on propulsion, and it was
Okay.
our first exam, right? Get that this is week 12 of 15, so we went through like 11 full weeks of material and put it on this exam, and we have another
Yeah.
exam in a month, like our final exam. It's like I don't know. I feel like it was spaced out pretty bad, but it is what
Yeah,
it
that
is.
sounds
I think
awful.
I did good, honestly, but who
All right,
knows? We'll
good,
see.
good.
We'll see.
That's what's up. So tell me, you've been back in Michigan now for a little bit. Obviously, it was fall break when we started up, made our first episode. But tell me how the vibe is. Tell me how you feel. Whether it's just we talked about class a little bit, but talk about this like maybe your downtime, football games, something like that.
Yeah, it's getting to that point in the semester where, at least for me, where all I'm thinking about is like how I'm gonna prepare for finals, because I have four finals, technically five. One's a project though. I have four finals. They all fall within a few days of each other, and Thanksgiving break's coming up, which I'm excited for because I'll be back home and we'll be able to film hopefully a couple episodes there, and
Yeah.
just hang out with everybody again. But I don't know. I'm just my entire mindset is how I'm gonna prepare for finals in these coming weeks, and yeah, I'm spending all my time thinking about it. Honestly, when I'm
Yeah.
not busy, I'm just trying to relax. I'm trying to catch up. Trying to go to the gym still, but with how busy I've been, it's been pretty inconsistent. But it's all right. Find
It
consistency
happens. I
soon.
mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, for sure. We have been able to. I've obviously been able to see you. So we've been able to go to two football games recently: Michigan State, Oregon, and we went back to back weeks with just having fun and doing our thing and watching two really good games. Michigan State, we came out top. That probably hands down top five, like best games I've ever been to. Oregon, players play their hearts out. That was a coach's loss there, but I mean, great. I mean, great time. I definitely got our minds off whatever we're dealing with, and just enjoying some some good football.
Yeah. Every Saturday I try to do that. I try to do like no work. Try to do
Yeah.
like I try to take my Saturdays off, especially when we have game days. I
hmm
believe this Saturday is Northwestern. Is that right? I believe so.
No, we have a bye week, and then the
Oh, bye
next
week,
week.
and then the next one's Northwestern. All
Yeah.
right. Uh, Actually, now that you say something, Chris did say something about he has a game in Ann Arbor this
Oh
Saturday,
yeah.
so
Okay.
we should go to that. That'd be awesome.
That
Lawrence
should be
Tech
pretty cool.
versus
Shout out LTU.
Lawrence Tech versus Concordia. Concordia's last home game
It's crazy to think.
ever. Not even of
Okay,
the season ever.
that's a decent idea.
That'd be fun. It's right down the street.
That
It's
was
actually like right down the street from where I live, like maybe a half
that's.
mile.
I think I. Probably. I think there was one time. I think it was last year. I came to visit you, and it had me take a different way. Normally, I take the same way every time, and it had me take a different way. And I just passed by Concordia, and I was like,
Yeah,
"This is Concordia." I'm like, "This is
small
like this
little
is just
university, but
yeah, just totally different than what U of M is.
yeah,
Totally different." But hey, and you know what I mean? That'd be something to do. Definitely something to do. Maybe Lawrence Tech coming off a huge win gets. I think they played Siena Heights, the I-96 Bowl or whatever. I don't know.
hey,
Battle of the NAIA, something like that.
shoot, I'd be down. I'd be down to go. That'd probably be really fun, honestly. Hopefully, Chris gets some reps and
Mm-hmm.
we could turn up with Tammy and Craig
Oh
before the
yeah,
game.
dude, the Craginator.
That'd be awesome, Coach Craig.
Oh my god, let's go, Trip. Attaboy, Trip. Come on, baby, let's go. All right, all right.
I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it again. I haven't heard it in a while.
I know it's been forever since baseball, dude. Honestly, hands down, like when we like first started playing baseball together. A little background: me and Keith have known each other since we were like 6 years old, and we started off playing baseball in like first grade. We went from a terrible Pirates team that probably won. We probably won like one or two games, and then the next year we like turned up a little bit, and then I just totally stopped playing until like eighth grade, which totally regret, but my fault. But dude, when I joined that team of you, Chris, Jaden, we got Jake to come, Gibby, Devin, Josh King. Shout out Josh King.
Like it's like Andrew, Eric was on the team.
Andrew, yeah.
I think James actually did play with us for a season too, which is funny.
Just a bunch of like good old boys, random characters, like, and we killed it. We had such a good
Yeah.
time.
We were good too. Like we were good like every year. Even when we were the young team, we
Yeah.
were like still competing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I miss that. Now
Yeah,
we
me
gotta
too, definitely. It'd be a great time. Just hit the field one more time.
we gotta start back up with kickball this summer.
Oh, that'd be
Join that
cool.
kickball league. We won the chip, and then our team disbanded kinda and fell apart.
Mm.
So we didn't play last season, but 2 seasons ago we won the chip. It was a good
Yeah.
time. So and now we're trying to rebrand and make a new team. I'm trying to get some of you guys to join, and that would be fun
Dude,
if we could get
I got
most of the
nothing to do with that, so
baseball
you know
team
I'll do
back.
it.
That would be awesome. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, for sure, for sure. Speaking of fun, you know what I mean? Let's talk about the Lions. I guarantee there's no other NFL team that is having as much fun as the Detroit Gritty Lions. Like, I don't know about you. I stayed up to watch the game Sunday,
Yeah.
and I don't regret it at all. I am tired, but it comes to worth. Last minute field goal barely makes it in. Like just insane. It was Sunday night was definitely ups and downs.
Yeah. See, I watched the whole thing also. I was supposed to be studying for my exam that was this morning, but that's whatever. Jared Goff, man, 5 interceptions. Honestly, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this. I think only 2 of them were his fault. I don't think a single interception in the first half was his fault. The first one was a blitzing. It was like the blitzing nickel or something came in and tipped a pass, and it got tipped up and
He tipped the
intercepted. It's
ball.
like, that's like what can you do about that? It's not like a bad pass.
Yeah.
The second one, the pocket collapsed and he gets hit as he's throwing. Like his arm gets hit as he's throwing. You can't really do anything about that. And the third one's obviously a Hail Mary. Like it's gonna get
I didn't
it's
even
gonna get
know that
intercepted
Hail
more
Mary
times.
one happened until I came back. I think I went to go do some laundry or whatever, and I come back and it's the start of the third quarter, and I see we got an interception. I was like, no way, like let's go. And then later on when we got through his fifth pick, I was like fifth. And
Yeah.
then my dad was like, oh yeah, he threw a Hail Mary before you missed it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean a Hail Mary is like, I feel like it's like statistically more probable that it gets intercepted than completed.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. Even Chris Collinsworth was like, they really shouldn't count Hail Marys as interceptions. I remember hearing him say that at the beginning of the
I did
third.
see a clip of that.
But no, those 2 picks in the second half were definitely just bad throws. Well, the one to JMO, it was kind of 50-50. I mean, JMO could have made a better attempt on it, but Goff didn't
Oh,
really throw.
definitely.
It wasn't a great throw by any means. And the other one, I believe it was Laporta, was just overthrown and not good. But I don't think any other team in the NFL is winning a game after throwing 5 interceptions, though. Like, honestly, like,
I
how
mean,
do
you
you
see
how do
any
you
of the
win after
you
throwing
see
five
any of the Chiefs games?
interceptions?
I caught the end of the Chiefs game luckily because we got red zone. They should have lost that game.
Yeah,
They got lucky blocking that field goal.
they
They
the
no,
Chiefs have
Denver's line did not block at all.
the Chiefs have survived on miracle plays. Honestly, they've survived on luck. Their record.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're as good as the Lions, and it's not even like a bias. I don't think they're as good as the Lions.
I
Um,
don't think despite record, because record does not mean anything. The hottest team I believe is the Lions, and I mean, you can argue it, but when you have the whole country backing up one team, yeah, it's insane.
Especially trading for Zadarius Smith. He didn't even play last night, and I'm excited to see what that D line looks like with him. I believe he has another year after this on his contract. I believe one
Um,
more.
you would have to look that up. I'm not sure. He's either 1 year with Cleveland or he is the 2 year, like you said. I do know that Cleveland does have to pay most of the money for this year, so that's not if not all. So that's not too bad. They did come out and give him the rest for this Sunday game because it was Cleveland's bye week, so they wanted to give him that. And, dude's like 30 something years old, been
Yeah.
a beast for 10 plus years. He does earn the right to get that off. And yeah, he did want to play. He's like, man, I wish I was playing. But he did do a fantastic job. I saw some videos. He was chatting with the boys, looking at the tablets, telling them, like, all right, this is what we got to do. This is maybe here's a good counter move, this and that. He was coaching it up, which was pretty cool to see.
This I looked it up and it says free agency 2026. So I
Good.
believe that means he has another year with us, and
Yes,
that'll
yes.
be insane to see him and Hutchinson out there. That's a
Dude,
scary
I,
duo.
I
That's a
love
better,
it.
you know what? That's a
I,
better duo than him and Miles Garrett. I'll say it. Hutchinson's better than Miles Garrett. I don't
oh,
care.
100%.
Hutchinson was the
100%.
best edge rusher in the league until he got injured.
He's still top five in sacks and
Yeah,
like top five in
it's
pressures and stuff like
ridiculous.
that. Dude's been out for a month.
I
He was gonna win Defensive Player of the Year, 100%,
I have a
hands down.
feeling. I have a feeling it was. It was either gonna be him or Branch, dude. Branch has been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Branch
Beast.
is all over the field. He's getting tackles for losses. He's getting several like diving pass deflections a game. Like,
Mm-hmm. He can come set the tone and be a run stopper, and then he can go out in a pass in the flats and go cover. You can't beat that.
yeah,
This guy's just balling. He's doing his job, and I definitely think he was a first round pick, and they slipped up. He slipped up to the Lions in the second round when we drafted him, and I definitely think he is trying to prove like, hey, any team that passed on me, this is what you missed, and it's a hell of a good player. Definitely all pro for sure.
yeah. He definitely shouldn't have fell the second round. But
No,
hey, I'll take it.
mm-hmm.
How about
For sure, for
Carlton
sure.
Davis getting 2 interceptions? Those were big.
Insane.
Those were big. He
That was
was
huge.
one of them was in the red zone or getting close
Mhm.
to the red zone. It was probably like the 30-something yard line, threw it to the end zone, and Davis makes that interception. It was honestly a bad
Yeah.
throw by Stroud on it. He waited way too long. That guy was, I don't remember who it was that was wide open out there, but someone was just
Mhm.
sitting in the end zone wide open. He waited too long. He lofted it. And sure enough, Carlton Davis comes and snatches it out the sky. Um,
Right. He's I mean, I do like the pickup. Obviously, we needed corners, and we got Amik Robinson and Terry Arnold, right? Drafted Arnold in the first round. And obviously, he's a rookie corner. He's still learning, but it was good to get that veteran that could help coach and help teach. He's definitely a great man-to-man corner. I did see him a lot in Tampa when I was watching Tom Brady in Tampa, and he was a dog. Maybe a little older, maybe a little slower, but he's definitely getting the job done.
yeah. How about Jake Bates scaring us twice? I,
Man,
I honestly was scared
just
that he was gonna
just
miss
by
both of
the
those.
hair.
I know the game-winning one, went outside the post for a short second, went outside and came back in. Oh my gosh, dude. I started yelling. I jumped up and started yelling as soon as he hit both
Dude,
those. That was crazy.
the first one, the 58er, I was like, oh, God, no way. Then the last one, I'm like, all right. There's a little confusion, right, with the whole timeout thing. Like Dan Campbell was like, I didn't take a timeout there. There was like 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
Obviously, he probably wanted to take a timeout of like 2 seconds, yada yada yada. But he kicks it, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. I'm like, it's not good. And
It
then
looked like
I'm
it
like,
was
oh.
missing for
He had
sure.
plenty of leg on both of them too, which is
Yeah.
awesome to see.
Just gave
I
us a little
mean,
bit of a
if the
scare.
Lions didn't move the ball, I would have been like, give him like a 68, 67-yard shot. Why not? You're indoors.
Yeah.
You might as well just boot the
It'd
thing.
be
You know, he had
interesting.
plenty of leg on the 58. Let him go.
Knowing
Let
the
him try.
Lions though, there's no way they ever kick a field goal when they don't need to, you know. I was actually pretty
Right.
surprised that we did earlier in the half. We were down we were down like 12 or 15 and we kicked a field goal instead of going for it, which is a smart move. I think he learned after the NFC Championship last year to take the points when you can, you know.
Mm-hmm. I heard an interesting quote by Dan Campbell. I'm gonna butcher it. Don't take my word for it. Um, he was like, he was hesitant with some of the kicks because he didn't want Jake Bates to fail, and he wanted to get that confidence, build his leg up, start. All right, let's probably start 40, go 45. You know, build it up, build it up, build it up, to where he's built it up so much now that he's got the confidence that he's automatic from anywhere.
Yeah.
He set him up to be successful, and that's what we've seen so far, and it's really cool to see. Really cool. And you know, there's a lot of, especially one of the group chats I have, uh, two guys that actually never played football in their life, so they don't really know. And for me, being able to help out and coach different levels of football, and having my dad coach football for over 10 plus years, you know, and for me playing, definitely have a different perspective than most other people say. And you know, at first when we went for two after scoring that touchdown, I was kind of skeptical. I was like, go for two. I'm like, just kick the field goal, get the field goal. But my dad brought up a good point. Why not go for two? If you miss it, you're only still down 10. You know, if you get it, you're down 8. You know what I mean? Like you, that does not going for two does not hurt you, because it is the second quarter. There's still a second half of football to play, and it's still, if you miss it, it's a 10-point game, not a big deal. And for the Lions to have the way they won, as you saw, and for what they've been able to do, you know, they can do that. And totally, it opened my eyes. And in the group chat, you know, one of the guys was going off, and I'm like, listen, I'm like, you just gotta believe. I'm like, it did not hurt them. They're still down 10. Like, trying to explain. But this is someone who also doesn't think they're ever wrong. So it was like talking to a brick wall. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it, let it alone. And then when we won, I was like, you just gotta believe. And you know, he was still a little salty. And he's like, this should never happen. And I'm like, guess what? Good teams fight through adversity, and that's what we did. I mean, 0 points given up in the second half.
It was a great game, great defensive game. You know, just hoping a little bit more out of Jared Goff again. It's one bad game. He'll get over it.
But he was what, on a 5-6 great game streak where he was just tearing it up.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think he'll get over it pretty quickly. You know, he's a veteran.
Yeah,
he's seen a lot of downs, a lot of plays in his day. So few bad ones isn't gonna hurt him.
He's led the Rams to a Super Bowl. I mean, granted they lost in that was a boring Super Bowl they played against the Patriots, where it was like 13-3 or whatever, right? It was so bad. It was a defensive game, like definitely not eye candy, right? But still to get there, and then you know you do struggle a little bit, and then you get shipped off. The way his story, obviously, I think everyone knows the story, but he's embraced everything and he's gotten better. You know, he's only like 29 years old. You know, I'm glad we signed him to that deal. I'm excited to see what we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Enough talking about the Lions, man. You know, week after week, we continue to be disappointed from Michigan football, man. A loss. I mean, granted, Indiana is a highly ranked team. You
Number
know,
5 now.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 5.
Granted, they're a highly ranked team. You know, we showed flashes. We looked like we could have won that game, and
Mhm.
ultimately come up short. Uh, I don't really know what to say about it anymore. I think obviously, this season's chalked up. We're 5-5. Um,
We gotta
well,
win. We gotta win next week just to make a bowl game, and that's sad to say. We're gonna we're gonna be a 6-6 football team. We're not being Ohio State. I'm sorry.
hey,
As much as I love
hey,
Michigan,
all that
you gotta
matters,
be
we
you
beat
gotta be
State,
realistic
beat
about
Ohio
it, man.
State. We might be able to do it. Wait, we played a competitive game against Oregon,
We did, and we were front row to see that.
and we
I was
just
very pleased
and we
with what
just
I
played
saw.
a very competitive game against number 5 Indiana Hoosiers. So
We did.
we're a competitive team. We just we fall short.
Yeah, 100%.
Loveland only
I would
having
like to see them use Peyton O'Leary more.
yeah, for
This
sure.
guy's tore. I don't remember if it was last spring game or the spring game before, but this guy tore it up. He was torching everyone, and the dude's 6'3", probably 210. He's fast. He's got hands. He can block. Let's start giving him the ball more. And he scored a touchdown against Oregon. That was good to see. He had a couple receptions against Indiana. I definitely think he's a playmaker, but we gotta be able to get the ball to him.
I think our offense needs to not be so one-dimensional also, and I'm not even saying that as in like all we can do is run, because these past few games, at least against Indiana, we weren't able to run like at all. I think one thing that would help us a lot is if when we brought in Orgy, the other team didn't just automatically know, all right, this is about to be RPO run. It's
Right.
either going up the middle, Orgy's going on the outside. So DNs, if you see Orgy come in and contain the outside so he doesn't get around you,
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see them let him throw the ball. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
catch a team off guard.
Oh yeah.
I'm to the point to where I would love to see Donnie get another passing touchdown. Like, we need to just start throwing in
Dude, at this
some
point, you just gotta
unexpected
get
play.
creative.
Yeah, we got to get creative. It's uh, nothing we're doing is working. I honestly, passing the ball is our best bet at this point. Davis, although he'll miss, you know, a wide open pass here and there, uh,
Mm-hmm. Or
sometimes
he'll take the snap, and fumble it himself.
yeah, sometimes he is able to put together a drive and move it downfield. Whether it means hitting Colson Loveland 5 times in a row or hitting
Mm-hmm.
O'Leary on an occasional out route or something. I would love
Mm-hmm.
to see us throw the ball more or at least try some more creative plays because
Yeah.
all we do is all right, first down, run it. All right, we got 2 yards. Let's try to run it again. All right, now let's throw it. Or all right, it's 3rd and 5. Let's bring out Orgy. Maybe we'll get him with the
Right.
RPO this time. Maybe we'll catch him off guard because
Catch him off guard.
they don't see
QB draw
yeah
up the middle.
they don't see the massive Alex Orgy come in.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see massive Alex Orgy come in and no longer Warren Davis standing back there or Davis Warren. Davis Warren is he?
Right.
Oh, he's 6'2". I didn't know if he was that tall or not. He looks a lot smaller out there. But
Yeah.
no, yeah. As soon as you
Also,
see Davis
guys
Warren,
on the ground half the time. So
as soon as you see him run off the field, and Orgy's coming in, it's an RPO. It's RPO every single time. It's ridiculous too. Like
mm-hmm.
without fail, it's RPO. And oh, where'd you go?
Oh, I had to grab my charger real quick.
All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, standing in the stands. As soon as you see Orgy going, it's RPO. The other team knows it's RPO. It's just demoralizing because you just know it's not going to work. It's not
We're not fooling it.
yeah, you're not fooling anybody with it. And maybe we're not hoping to fool them. Maybe we're just hoping like, hey, maybe it's going to work this time. No, it's not going to work. I don't know if it's Sharon Moore that's trying to make us keep running that play. I don't know if it's him trying to force it on our offense or if it's our offensive coordinator, but whoever it is needs to stop. And
We
should
just got to get rid of all the coaches.
yeah, honestly,
I'm tired of it. Sharon Moore is not doing it for me. Wink Martindale's terrible. Kurt Campbell is not an offensive coordinator.
it's just pretty brutal with where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, looking forward to next year. Maybe I don't know.
Young. Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood. Hey.
I don't know if he's gonna flip. You know, he did just go to LSU for their game against
Bama.
Bama and watch them get blown out in Death Valley.
Got
So
blown out.
maybe are they? And they're still ranked. They're 21 now. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna switch or not. I feel like it's an
I
absolute.
don't think so.
I feel like it's a toss up. You know, it's very possible that one day, we're just sitting there and then we see breaking 5-star commit, LSU commit, decommits and commits to Michigan or whatever. But at the same
Right.
time, I could very much see that not happening. And
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. If that does, Jaden Davis is probably gone. And how come we haven't seen any Jaden Davis? I definitely. You might as well. There was a good stretch of you start him against Oregon, Indiana, Northwestern. Keeps his red shirt. Don't start him against Ohio State, or maybe do. I don't know. That's still 4 games. Not too bad. Let him get that experience. Because if he's supposed to be the future, we're gonna throw him to the wolves next year and then struggle still. It's
I would like to see him
I don't know.
start at least during like Northwestern because just get him some playtime because he is going to be presumably going to be our starter next year. Um, assuming nothing crazy happens in the off season.
Yeah.
He's presumably going to be our starter, and it would be good to get him some playtime beforehand. I don't know. I kind of am just lost with our football program right now, and it's.
I think they're lost. I don't think. You got Will Johnson sitting now. Will Johnson, we know you're not hurt, buddy. You'll make millions. You already have. Your dad's richer from Grosse Point. Like, come on.
We were already down to our. I just got our 10-minute marker.
I just saw.
Yeah. So unfortunately, with our setup that we have right now, we're still looking to upgrade it. We don't know exactly what to use. We're just on Zoom right now, so we are unfortunately held to only 40 minutes for every
Episode on Zoom.
yeah episode that we do on Zoom.
That's okay.
It's
Dude,
alright.
maybe we'll like live stream an episode. I think it'd be cool. Like in the like the pregame in the flesh. You know what I mean?
The
Like
true,
something organic,
true
something that's
pregame.
natural.
The
I definitely think people would join it. Think it'd be funny. I think that is what the key is. We do have I think we do already have a good organic flow that's going on right now. But imagine us as like just goofing around, hanging out. Have some of the boys pop in or whatever. Make a guest appearance, and just talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk about
It's.
whatever.
I feel like it's like no different than us just, like sitting in my room in Ann Arbor,
Yeah.
like just like chilling and talking, or maybe back home when I have a fire going, like us sitting at the fire
Yeah.
and just talking sports for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's no
I
different.
mean,
So
dude,
it's not
when we
like
were figuring this setup yesterday, and we decided to record today. I mean, we were figuring it out, did this and that, test different stuff, and then after we had like a great fluent conversation. We
yeah.
were just talking random shop, and it was great. But yeah, Michigan football. I don't think they know where they're at,
No.
dude. I'm ready to watch basketball. Dusty May.
I'm honestly excited for our basketball team. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Where did they come from? Was it FAU?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
FAU.
yeah.
Dusty May brought his good players over, and we just did get
got a ton of grad guys.
we just got a commit the other day. I don't remember.
We lost. We lost to Wake Forest. We lost to Wake Forest. It was 70-72. We gave the game away. We have the guys. We do have a great team. They are talented, but what I saw from that is they still got to learn to play together, learn to gel. We got a 7-footer from Yale who's, he can take it up, but he did pull up from three once, and I was like, whoa, what are you doing? And then he's passing the rock hard, like he's like thinking he's Jason Williams over here behind the back, this and that. And it's like, bro, you're 7 foot, calm down. You're putting way too much heat on the ball, like that's what we had a lot of turnovers, and that's what's going on.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see the product because obviously last year we were terrible. I mean, I went to the Long Beach State game with Eric, and we got blown out. That was the
Yeah,
dude.
by
Their
Long
point
Beach
guard dropped
State.
30 and went like 9 for 9, like insane.
I see this says Michigan basketball lands commitment from Trey McKinney, state's top 2025 recruit.
Yes, sir.
So I believe it said he was a 5-star.
5-star point guard, I believe.
I feel like, especially with Dusty May coming in, we're gonna get a lot more attention from recruits. He was building a good thing over at FAU, and
Yeah.
I believe he can do the same thing here, make Michigan basketball exciting again. Hopefully.
Hopefully, we'll see. I mean, it already seemed like exciting. I'm definitely like looking forward to watching more games, but I'm also looking forward to hockey too. Like hockey's number 5 now.
Really?
We went from like number 12 to number 5. So
I'm not gonna lie.
Back up. We just swept Notre Dame this past weekend.
I'm not gonna lie. Although I go here, I've never been too in touch with the hockey team. I don't know. I've never even gone to a basketball game, dude. I've never gone to a basketball game. Never gone to a hockey game. I've gone to every single
two sports we have to go to.
Yeah, I would go to one this year. I've been to every single Michigan home football game, but I haven't gone to.
And tickets are cheap too.
Yeah, we could get them for like not even $20, especially off like buy them from students.
Yeah.
Quickly before this ends, I do want to go over some of the upsets that happened in college football over the weekend, though.
Yeah. Split 'em.
Ole Miss beat Georgia.
Yes.
That's a big upset.
Insane.
They're now ranked 10. Georgia's ranked 11. What else happened? We're going to beat Maryland. So Alabama obviously blew out LSU. That wasn't an upset, but, it was a big ranked game. Is that it? What else happened? Oh, did you see the BYU-Utah game, the ending to that?
No, I don't. I had no clue about it.
So what happened was, it was 4th down for BYU had the ball. They're like on like the 2-yard line, like their 2-yard line. They call hike, play gets blown up, but then the whistle blows like as he's like running in the end zone, like getting chased. The whistle blows. Apparently they called a timeout before the play. So then, it's whatever. The next play happens, and I believe they got a holding, like a defensive holding call when he got sacked.
Okay.
4th down, got sacked on the 1, or even it might have even been a safety, but there was a defensive holding, which was like a very, very controversial, questionable call. And sure enough, I think there was like 1 or 2 minutes left in the game. Sure enough, BYU goes down and kicks a field goal with time expiring to win. And it was like a very controversial ending. You should definitely take a look at it because I think Utah should have won. I think BYU what are they, Pac-12? No.
BYU, no, Pac-12's like no more. Mountain West.
Mountain West? Okay. Yeah, I don't even know with those teams. I think all they were trying to do was save their last.
Both teams are Mormon.
I'm sure. But I think they were just trying to save their undefeated BYU team, honestly. I think it was a very political ending to the game, and I didn't like it very much.
100%.
I'm trying to find who else was upsets, but I know there was 1 or 2 more, but unfortunately all the rankings updated, and I can no longer see who was ranked last week and who's not. As of, what was it, we tried to film this last night, or 2 nights ago, so all the rankings were still old, but we had technical difficulties with filming it, so we had to do it again tonight, so. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be better over Thanksgiving break. We'll be back home. We have the actual.
Yeah, well,
We'll actually be in person together. It'll be a lot better. We'll be able to go on for
yeah,
longer. Probably have
we're gonna
a
get
couple
progressively
friends.
better. We'll be good.
All right, we got two
But
minutes and 30 seconds left. Anything else you want to say? You can do our outro. Say a little
uh,
motivational
you know,
speech.
we got time for a motivational minute. I ain't got anything cooking up right now. Uh, I'll leave everyone one inspirational message as well. Try to spit off. Uh, right now times are tough. Everyone that's in school getting ready for the stretch. You got this. Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind. Take care of your body. Uh, remember, take breaks for yourself. Do your thing. Study. Prepare. You got this. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm excited. I got one more class. But yeah. So thank you guys for chilling with us. Enjoying the pregame, whatever you're doing, going out, staying in. Hope we can bring good vibes, chop it up. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe, comment. We are going to get some social media up pretty soon. Maybe some TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. One of those two. We'll figure it out. Uh, keep on keeping on.